What is going on, guys? It's Jay. I'm back again. This is going to be part 2 of my Alfa Romeo Giulia build. I just got in my TurboSmart dual port blow off valve. I'm going to be installing that today, give you some sound clips, show you the process. I'm sure you've seen it in 1,000 different YouTube videos already. I'm just going to reiterate mine. I want to let you guys know my personal review on it, my opinion on the dual port, essentially atmosphere blow off to also recirculating diverter. That way there you still get the noises, but you still get the performance of the stock diverter valve, just because it is a stock turbo. It is a tiny turbo, so I mean essentially you don't really need the recirculating air back to the turbo, but it does help a whole hell of a lot. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get you guys mounted up, start the process, and we can get into it. All right, guys, so we're gonna come over here. I got the TurboSmart dual port blow off right there. I'm gonna go ahead and open this shit for you. Sorry for the mess over here. This is how it comes packaged here. Very nice. Here's what's in the box. Get your 3 replacement screws for your dual port. They also make the plumb back, which is just a upgraded diverter valve, essentially. Here's your TurboSmart sticker, and then they also give you a little info card. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna get this unwrapped, and then we'll get started. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start with getting the engine cover off, and then we'll move to the back of the car. Got my 10mm ratchet here, 2 10mm here, and then the rest is just pop off. All right, now that we got the engine cover off, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the back of the car to disconnect the battery. So here we are in the back of the car. This is your battery compartment. I know it's dark, I'm sorry. There's gonna be on your negative terminal, I believe it's the negative terminal. There's a quick release. You just pull it and it pops right off. Reminder, when you disconnect your battery, do not close your trunk. Keep it open. It will lock. You won't be able to open it again. So now we have the battery disconnected. Here's your, right here's your stock diverter valve. I wish I had a better light for you guys. One moment. So as I was saying, if you come back right here is your stock diverter valve. You're gonna go ahead and there's a red tab right here. You're gonna go ahead and pull that out, and you're gonna unplug your stock diverter valve. So as we see here closer up, this here is your red tab. So just again for reference, oil cap, stock diverter valve, charge pipe, sensor. Would assume, I'm not sure what sensor this is, but diverter valve. Come back here to this red tab, and you're gonna go ahead and what I literally did, I didn't have to use anything else. I just took my finger right behind, right on this little tab here. And I just pushed it and it popped right out very easily. Be very careful with these will break. And then you'll have to buy a replacement. Sometimes if they break, they won't seat properly. Sometimes you could probably get away with it. Then you're gonna go ahead and disconnect this. All right, now that we have gone and we have pushed this red tab back, this black clip right in the middle, the little clip, you're gonna push this black clip in and pull out. And there you go. All right, since you got this off, next you're gonna have two 8mm bolts on top and one, if I can show you here, right on the bottom, right there where my fingertip is, right under here. Might be a little hard to get to, but you got the tools for it, and I'm sure you can get there. I will be back after I have that off. All right, guys, now that I got the stock diverter valve off, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start putting this one here on. After that one's on, well, I just want to reiterate something. When you're going to get the bottom 8 screw off, it is a bit of a tight squeeze in here. So what I did is I just took an extension and I wiggled my way under these here wires. You just gotta make sure you don't break this connector here. Just wiggle your way through and you'll get a good straight shot onto the bolt. I tried to do it above here and it just wouldn't connect here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean off this surface a little bit. I'm just gonna wipe it down with a nice little rag, make sure I don't get anything inside. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and start putting the aftermarket blow off on here. I will see you back when I start putting that on. All right, guys, just one more thing I want to reiterate here. The bolts that come with the dual port TurboSmart Blow Off Valve are hex screws or hex keys or an Allen key. I do not have a tool long enough to get into especially the bottom one, so I'm gonna cheat. I don't recommend you do this. You do run the risk of stripping them out, but what does fit, if you have it, is a T30 Torx bit. It fits perfectly, so you know, call this jank if you want, but that's what I'm doing. Yeah, flame me for it, I don't care. All right, guys, we're back. I got it installed. I would recommend just using the OEM screws because there's no reason you can't use them. I just wanted to use the ones that TurboSmart sent me just in case, for whatever reason they would have sent it to me, with the blow-off valve, obviously. So I'm gonna use them for now. If I have a problem with them, I'll switch them out. If I have any boost leaks, I'll switch them out for the OEM. For the bottom one, I would definitely recommend using the OEM one just because it's really hard to get to, because the TurboSmart blow off is a lot thicker in diameter, so it really blocks off the space of a wrench getting in there or an Allen key or whatever it is. I'm assuming it would be a lot more easier, less chance of stripping with the OEM bolts that come on the car with the stock diverter valve. But yeah, I got it installed. We're gonna go ahead. I gotta plug it back in, clean up the engine bay because I got my tools over here, sitting over here. I'm gonna plug the battery back in, clear some codes. And then we'll get some sound clips for you. One more thing I want to note is the orientation before I put the cover back on, is the orientation of which I have the blow-off valve sitting. So I have the wires sticking out to the right. Up would probably be a clearance issue or just unnecessary, and down wouldn't have worked because of the engine there. So I do have it oriented to like this. It does come out, connects right back up to the OEM connector. You go ahead and you just push it into the clicks, and then you go ahead and push that red tab back down, and then yeah, you are good to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put my engine cover back on, and then get this battery plugged in, and then we'll get back to it. Okay, I got the engine cover back on. I'm gonna go ahead and reconnect the battery. Okay guys, I'm gonna reconnect the battery. I got this here. So this is gonna be in the back over here. You're gonna go ahead, and then there's a little gray tab. You're just gonna push it in. It literally goes in towards the plug here. You push it in, pull up, comes right off. Put it back on. Feel for that little tab it goes on. Push down until it clicks. And that is your battery back on. You'll hear the car click, all the electronic switches click back on, and you're good. All right guys, so I did a little bit of testing myself just to see if I could hear it, if it was worth putting any clips in. So what I've learned is if you have the window down, unfortunately you don't hear it. I mean, you hear it a little bit, but when you're really in the car, I found is when you hear it much more. A little baby one there. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna get back on the highway, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna see if I can get a good audio clip here for you guys. I also want to note that I tried it in dynamic and normal mode. Right now we're in normal, and it does not change. I mean, every time you let your foot off the gas in dynamic, obviously it's gonna do it more often because you're in higher RPMs more constantly, just because that's the nature of dynamic mode. I'm gonna go ahead. I am gonna put it in its quote-unquote sequential mode here. I don't know if you can even, if my audio is even picking up the blow off. It definitely does make a huge, I mean, I can hear it. Before you couldn't hear anything because, you know, that's how that works. But like now, I can hear it. And it's a decent difference. Is it worth the money I paid for it? To me, it is. I mean, I didn't really pay the money for the sound. I paid it more for to minimize boost leaks, throttle response, all that good stuff. And that is going to be my video for today of my Alfa Romeo Giulia. That is part 2. We installed the TurboSmart dual port blow off valve. Sounds pretty good. I will see you guys in another video when I have some more stuff to put on the Giulia.